Hello everyone, PrairieScooter here, and welcome back to more The Legend of Zelda the Wind Waker. Last time, we acquired one small bird friend. And this time, we are going to go through this temple. Now, there's something that the game will draw attention to later on, but I'm going to draw attention to really soon here. Or really bring to forefront right now. Is some like hidden properties of Medli, which actually we do have to use right now. So Medli has a unique mechanic tied to her, which involves these, I don't know if they've been renamed to purple chews, just to avoid, you know, potential issues. Also, bet. Oh. Does that work? Nope. Okay. I'm actually trying to hit this. There, that's all I wanted to do. I wanted to break that pot. Good substitute. So here's an issue: is that these black chews or purple chews, whatever they're called now, cannot be destroyed by normal means. They can be destroyed by another mean though, which is going to take us a little while to get to. And it's kind of obvious, isn't it? Right now, right. It's obvious. I'm totally messed up my speaking. Come here. You can hit them, you can bring them to light, and then they become stone. Now you can either smash them with the hammer like I did, which is probably a bad idea. Or you can simply pick them up and throw them. They don't stay stone forever, but it's a good idea. But, if... that's the one. What if I were to play it the right way even, though? Listen. If I ever get around to Ocarina of Time, it's going to be the same issue. So, property of Medli that's not talked about is her harp. It's a little shiny. And because her harp is a little shiny, it can shine light onto creatures as such. And that allows us to break them. We'll be using this mechanic a lot in this temple. I'm pretty. Anyway, I'm going to take a minute here, and I'm actually going to command Medli with the command melody, as I try and do it the right way, actually, for once. But, being that her thing does this, there are several things that this can be worked on. For one, the statues. You shine light on them, they break. There's a mechanic similar to this in, I want to say also in, I can't collect it as Medli. That's funny, actually. There's a mechanic similar to this in Ocarina of Time, but I couldn't tell you what it is. But we also want to do it because it unlocks these kind of chests. Now, can I also do it on tapestries? No. Let's go back. So we'll be working together with this unique property of Medli's harp that is a reflector. And we'll get the dungeon map. Fantastic. I thought this was going to be like a bonus thing, because I think you come back here at some other point in the dungeon. Anyway, I'm just gonna shove Medli's head into the ceiling while I grab that magic refill that I definitely don't need. Oh, and well, would you look at that? 2 eye sockets. Now, I'm going to take a minute. I'm going to set her down. And I'm going to re-equip an item we haven't seen in a long time, because I think I need to get something from the mist up here. So anyway, this mist. It works a lot like Bubbles did in Zelda 1 and maybe some other Zelda games, where you step into it. That's me pressing the B button. And the Y button. And the X button. And the R button. Stepping in that blocks off, is basically curses you and blocks off your use of any items. Now what you can do is you can take care of a couple ways. Blow it aside. It doesn't last forever, but it will blow things away for you to kind of search around the room. And we do have to do this in order to see our target, which is right there. We have to hit this thing quick. There we go. That'll open that up. But another thing you can do, if I take a minute to show it off here. Oh, I can't even activate the Wind Waker if I'm like this. Something else you can do is... I did it right for once! Something else you can do is... You can shine light on it, and it will also lift it up. So do everything how you wish. But I will also show this, that we need to shine light on this in order to activate that. Now, unfortunately, we need 2 sources of this, and as soon as you let go of the light, it'll undo it. You know, this design's hella cool. I just realized how cool that is. It's the sun now, let go of it, it's a moon. Goddamn, this game is cool. Never said I hated it, but I just always thought it was lackluster. Now, I believe at some point in the dungeon here, pretty soon, we're going to get introduced to something that I don't want to be introduced to. That nobody wants to be introduced to. Besides Bubbles. Yeah, go over there. You're safe over there. Okay. Now, there is going to be a creature coming up here that we'll have to deal with at some point soon. And I think it's like really soon, like within the next room soon. Oh, hello. How long has this been up here? But you will learn to hate the creatures all over again. Why, might you ask? Well, their appearance in every Zelda game is always a bane. Anyway, I'm gonna take a moment here and do one of these. I'm so glad they took that. I'm pretty sure every time you played the command melody in the original the original Wind Waker, every time you played it, the game would what do I want to say? The game would do that little melody play out that it always does while you're playing. And I'm gonna set you near here, and I'm gonna come back. It does the whole play out the full melody, and then it would go over to whoever you're trying to command. I think they took that out to save a little bit of time in this version. Heck yeah, small key. Ah, there it is. Fight me. Hey, you like Wallmasters, kid? Come out here. Come out here. You're gonna come out here. Yeah, get Medley. Yeah, they're Wallmasters, and I'm scared of them. You're not in the button. Fortunately, we would have to leave Medley here unattended around them, which is a terrible idea, which is why I wanted to get them to come out of their hole. They're not doing anything right now, though. I'm shocked, actually. So, but fortunately, we do have to leave Medley here, which is going to trigger something that is kind of a learning thing for us. I can't do anything in this room. We're going to have to come back. Okay, there's Medley. Let's hurry up over to her. But yeah, I can't do anything in that room, so because I can't have Medley go through a room alone. So we'll be coming back here later. I'm pretty sure, anyway. We will actually, because I just did get the key, so I can use the key on this door. Rediscovering dungeons. It's weird. Anyway, I want to set you... Just go up there for a second. I'm going to keep you safe. Now, this is an interesting little puzzle here that I like, but I also hate, if it's the one I'm thinking it is. Now come here and show me your butt. Ah, yes. The Black Chew Menace. Now, here's the part of the puzzle I don't like, and I don't really understand why it's like this. So, oh, shoot out that drape there on the wall. It makes light. And now I'm going to keep Medley safe while I come and get this guy, one of these guys over into the light here. There we go. So the idea is just to drop him on here. And drop it on here. And we do need to have both of them stand on that in order to activate that stairway, because as soon as you pick one up, they will reactivate. They will reactivate, so to say. But with that all handled, we can now push this block off to make a shortcut, which opens the door. And really, I could just leave them be and take Medley and go, but I think I'm going to actually take a minute here. Yeah, as you heard, it kind of just reactivated there. Let's see, is there anything up there that's really worth it? Not really. So, I'm going to just take Medley and leave. Thankfully, you don't have to defeat every enemy in this room. They're just there as glorified statues. Now, I'm going to aim, and hopefully I can just throw up a cliff. Heck yeah! I'm good at this game. And you, slimes, shoes, whatever you want to be today, suck. I am taunting creatures that can't hear me. Oh! Well, does it work now? So for those that do not know how wall masters work, I don't need that. Oh God! Oh! I didn't know that's how that worked. Cool! So, if anybody doesn't know how a wall master work is, if they ever grab you, they will take you back to the start of the dungeon. I'm pretty sure. And I'm pretty sure that rule still stands in this game. But where they introduced the wall masters, that is now increased tenfold as to how rough it is to deal with them. Because something bad will happen if your helper here ever gets touched by a wall master, something kind of bad will happen to them. And it's different. It's kind of different based on where you are in a temple. So I am being vague for the sake of, you know, leaving some mysticism to this. I'm not hitting that wall. Now I don't know why I need to feel the need to hit both sides of that, but I just am. So I'm going to do it again. I break you. I break you. And we go back. Oh! That's how we activate the pot. Guys, I found the midway point. Now, if you excuse me, I need to activate more points. Hold on before I get too far ahead of myself. Get to a safe harbor. Safe-ish harbor. Because doing anything in these dungeons can potentially spawn a wall master. I thought I heard a wall master spawn, so I got shook for a minute. Now, I think it was, like, wall masters find a new way to be terrifying in every single Zelda game they're in. In the original Zelda game, you didn't know what the hand coming out of the wall meant, and that could have been anything. And they took so many hits that you didn't know if you were doing damage to them half the time. Okay, we're safe. In Ocarina of Time, when they were there, you know, they just swooped in on your head, and they just swooped on top of your head, and it was like, oh God, what are these? Oh God, oh God. And then Majora's Mask happened, whatever. But in... Nice, got the compass. So I can see every treasure. Hello? Link, do not worry about straying away from Medley from the depths of the temple. Just relax and open your dungeon map. It will show you Medley's location as well. You need to confirm her whereabouts. Oh, so once you get the compass, if you press... Oh, that's cool. I think that wasn't in the original game. Pretty sure, anyway. So anyway. But Wallmaster in this game, not only teleport you out, they are kind of a threat to your good friend you have. Hold this. Don't touch Medley! Ah, yes, these enemies. So these enemies you see here, these ghosts. Actually, these are this game's iteration of a Poe. Poes are very annoying in this version of the game. So I need to take a minute here to command Medley once again. I'm being very careful with my words, so I don't say command melody, by the way. But we need to take her and not get her hurt, but fly her up here to this perch. Birds. So, Poes in this game are impossible to defeat without a source of light. Luckily, I have a source of light. You can make them tangible. Make them tangible. And with that tangibility, you can defeat them. Now, if they ever... There is something else with Poes that happen, that if they ever spirit away or phase out... By the way, it opens up the next part of this dungeon. If a spirit ever... If they ever phase out, so to say... or if they were without their lantern, and they are not hit by light, what they will attempt to do is possess you. And I'll try my best to show off that possession at some point here. But what does possession do in this game? Not much, really. It just reverses your controls for a little bit. It's kind of a minuscule punishment for getting ghosted. Anyway, we're going to do this again. And I think I'm already pointing directly where I need... Nope, just leave it left. So I can barely see through the light, so... There we go. Up a little bit. Now, we're going to do this. This is something we'll have to get everything set up for in a minute. So this is more or less prep work at the moment. But I do like to get rid of all of that because it is quite necessary for something else to do here. Now I'm going to take a minute and go get that treasure, because I love treasure. Now I don't remember if this is just a random treasure that's in the dungeon, or if this is the small key we need to progress forward to an area, or what. It's a random treasure, but this area is still going to be important-ish. Anyway, grab up your local bird friend, and let's head to the next room. This being our only option at this point. Now this... Oh, this place. Alright. So, this Earth Temple, we've seen Poes and, you know, curses and things like that. You know, kind of a spooky temple, right? Well, what is a spooky temple without a staple? Hi, Redad. Don't touch me. I'm trying to... Stop existing. Still hate Redeads. So Redeads, their body doesn't disappear immediately, and if they ever see you, they will scream at you. Now let's see, there is a range you can get at them. Nope. Nope, I did too far away. If they ever touch you, they begin a munch. But thankfully, once you're done with the bunch of crunchy munch, you can just defeat them pretty easily. Now, I think that's another one. I'll try. That wasn't... Nope, I was too far away that time. There is like a proper range to be at where... Well, okay, I did that on accident. There's a proper range to be away from a Redead where you can jump attack. It will stun them. It will stun them, and you can also do a spin attack or another couple attacks, and it will throw them off balance. Oh, hey, a key. Okay, so that's an oddity. It'll throw them off kilter. They'll throw the Redeads off kilter, so they can't stun you, and then you can just kind of attack at your heart's whim. And if you do get that follow-up attack I mentioned after the jump attack, good chances it will defeat them then and there. You can also completely stun them if you happen to shine light on them. Themes. Also, we're leaving Medley behind. Please be safe, Medley. And also, as an addendum, what's a spooky dungeon without a Stalfos? So fighting a Stalfos is a little bit interesting in this game. You can do a couple things to catch off balance. You can fight it the normal way, where it'll swing at you, which it takes forever to get a swing off, by the way. But because of how they're structured, they can spin around a circle haphazardly. Like this. But if you ever want to, you can stun them with your boomerang, beat up their butt, and they do take a couple hits, but you can basically stop anything they're doing with a couple attacks. And then you can defeat them instantly with your hammer. Oh, but you thought we were done. Oh, how cute. Double up. Okay, I preempted a little bit, but yeah. Stealthos are still rough because they just swing for the fences when they fight you. So if you ever get caught off guard, they will mess your day up. But you have many means to mess their day up too. And you can boomerang him again, hold him in place in time for the get the hammer out. Now there is another way you can handle a Stealthos, which I'll still show here in a second. Which, just give me that second. Hey buddy, hold that. I wonder, can I use my hammer right now? Kind of. Oh god! As good as this is in Breath of the Wild. You can't just hop over and get a flurry attack. But you can still attack them normally. It just takes more hits to defeat them. The risk of attacking them normally like that is a Stealthos, like that effect you see spiraling there. Stealthos do have the ability to reform after a certain bit of time. Also, they have little interesting perks and quirks about them that are not present in any other Zelda game, where their feet or their hips down can become separated from the torso, and either one of those two parts can survive your onslaught when the head pops off and walk around willy-nilly and still attack you while you're trying to face down the head. Anyway, within this one treasure chest right here lies the answer to every question you ever had. No, I'm sorry, I don't know what's for dinner. Go ask your mom. It is the mirror shield. Oddly enough, this is the one item we needed to progress forward with every battle station, so we'll be going battle crazy soon. But there's one thing in hand we must handle, which is the rest of this temple. Now, not only does Medley have a reflective surface, we have a reflective surface. And we must use it to light up things to set our way forward. But what weird, odd things will our mirror shield combination be used for to progress throughout the rest of this dungeon? You'll have to come back next time to see that. Everyone, thank you so much for watching this episode of The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. And come back next time when we'll go through, I want to say, a majority of the rest of this dungeon, if not all of it. I'll see you folks next time. Take care.